Take coordinated action against widespread use of antibiotics, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Full structure of Podda Bridge to be visible before Victory Day. 91% work of main structure completed so far. Awami League accepts proper criticism in a positive way, as criticism helps rectify party in power, says Ubaidul Qadir. Plot against state began as country making progress under leadership of Sheikh Hasina. Reason behind BNP Secretary General's contradictory statement needed to be identified, says Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. For surrender as RAB raids militant hideout in Sirajganj. Arms and bomb-making materials recovered. And in Europe, one person died every 17 seconds in corona. Worldwide deaths in 24 hours cross 10,000. Assalamu alaikum. This is News at 10 on BTV World and BTV Chattogram Centre. Those were the headlines. Let's move on now to the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has sought coordinated global action to monitor the nature of infections, implement the required control measures, and raise awareness against the widespread use of antibiotics. She was speaking at the press event of the launching of One Health Global Leaders Group on antimicrobial resistance, virtually from her official residence, Ghana Bhavan, as a co-chair today. The Premier said there is no doubt that antimicrobial resistance has become a global public health challenge, both for humans and animals, endangering food production and leading all towards catastrophic results.
Affordable access to new antibiotics by all. For this, I also call for increased internationally coordinated investment for more research for inventing a new generation of antibiotics. Prevention is better than cure. I hope this leaders group will be successful to mainstream this vital health issue in all our important discourses, contributing to the united global effort to fight the ominous development of antibiotic resistance.
Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Amo Motley, Director General of World Health Organization, WHO, as well as those of Food and Agricultural Organization, FAO, and World Organization for Animal Health, OIE, also spoke at the program. The remaining 4 spans of Podda Bridge are likely to be installed before Victory Day, and through this, the construction of the 6.15 kilometre long bridge will become fully visible. 37 spans of the Podda Bridge out of 41 spans have already been installed. 2 spans of the bridge were installed this month and 2 more spans will be installed. The 38th span will be installed on the pillars number 1 and 2 within 2 or 3 days. The work progress of the main part of the bridge is around 91%, while overall progress in the project was 82%. The multipurpose Podda Bridge is expected to be opened in 2021. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry has emphasized on spreading the ideology and spirit of national poet Qazi Nazrul Islam among all the people. The newly made documentary, titled Biography of Nazrul, can play an important role to this effect, she added. Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry said this while addressing the premiere show of the documentary, held at Jamuna Future Park in the capital today. The speaker attended the function through video conference from her residence. Director of the documentary, Firdaus Khan, chaired the premiere show, which was also addressed among others by its producer, Alamin Khan, State Minister for Cultural Affairs, K.M. Khalid, and Vice-Chancellor of Kobi Qazi Nazrul Islam University, Professor A.H.M. Mustafizur Rahman. The speaker said various sides of the eventful life of national poet Qazi Nazrul Islam were successfully presented in the documentary, which is not an easy task. Viewers can know important information about the national poet's life, especially the time from Churulia to Dhaka University, from the documentary, she added. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has said criticism by the opposition parties helps to rectify the ruling party. He said Awami League welcomes constructive criticism in positive way. Obaidul Qadir made the remarks while addressing Meet the Press program held at Dhaka Reporters Unity through video conference from his official residence in the capital this morning. Mentioning government's stern position against any kind of irregularities, he said party affiliation cannot be a cause to save culprits.
দল ক্ষমতায় থাকলে সবসময় কিছু আগোছা পরগাছা ঢুকে পড়ে, আমি এটা স্বীকার করি, কিন্তু এই ব্যাপারে আমরা অত্যন্ত সচেতন। যারাই দলের নাম ভাঙিয়ে অপকর্ম করে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে ব্যবস্থা নিতে মোটেও কার্পণ্য করা হয় না। দুর্বৃত্তদের কোনো দল নেই, তাদের নেই দলীয় পরিচয়। দলের নাম ভাঙিয়ে অনিয়মের আশ্রয় নিয়ে ভাগ্য বদলাতে আওয়ামী লীগ কখনো কাউকে সুযোগ দেয়নি, ভবিষ্যতেও দেবে না। এই সমালোচনাই একটা সরকারি দল একটা দলকে শুদ্ধ করতে পারে। সঠিক সমালোচনা করলে আমাদের শুদ্ধ হওয়ারও একটা সুযোগ থাকে। কাজে আমি সমালোচনাকে নেতিবাচক দৃষ্টিকোণ থেকে কখনো দেখি না। বিএনপি তাদের কার্যক্রমে সেটাই প্রমাণ করেছে এবং তারা নির্বাচন আন্দোলনে ব্যর্থ হয়েছে। ব্যর্থ হয়ে এখন তাদের রাজনীতিটাই নালিশের রাজনীতি, তাদের রাজনীতি প্রেস ব্রিফিং এর রাজনীতি। আন্দোলনের ডাক দিয়ে নেতারা শীতাতাপ নিয়ন্ত্রিত কক্ষে বসে থাকেন, বাইরে পুলিশের গতিবিধির খবর নেন, কিন্তু নেতারা কখনো কেউ কর্মীদের পাশে দাঁড়ান না, যে কারণে বিএনপির কোনো আন্দোলন সফল হয় না।
Dhaka Reporters Unity President, General Secretary and other journalists were present. Information Minister and Awami League Joint General Secretary Dr. Hassan Mahmood said anti-state conspiracies have started when the country is gaining progress under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. He was speaking at a memorial meeting of former Deputy Speaker and an accused of Agartala conspiracy case, Colonel retired Shaukat Ali, today. Bangabandhu Sanskritik Jot and Janatar Prottasha jointly organised the programme. The Information Minister said it is necessary to find out the reasons as to why BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir is making self-contradictory and irrelevant statements.
আজকে বাংলাদেশ জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনার নেতৃত্বে এগিয়ে চলছে, কিন্তু দেশ যখন এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি দেশের বিরুদ্ধে, দেশের অগ্রগতির বিরুদ্ধে নানামুখী ষড়যন্ত্র অব্যাহত আছে। আমাদের মাথায় রাখতে হবে, বঙ্গবন্ধুকে তখনই হত্যা করা হয়েছিল যখন বঙ্গবন্ধুকে রাজনৈতিকভাবে তার রাজনৈতিক প্রতিপক্ষ, মুক্তিযুদ্ধের পরাজিত শক্তি, দেশীয় এবং আন্তর্জাতিক শক্তি রাজনৈতিকভাবে মোকাবেলা করতে ব্যর্থ হয়েছিল। আজকেও জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনার রাজনৈতিক প্রতিপক্ষ এবং যারা দেশেরও প্রতিপক্ষ তারা জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনাকে রাজনৈতিকভাবে মোকাবেলা করতে ব্যর্থ হয়েছে এবং সেই কারণে তারা এখন নানামুখী ষড়যন্ত্রে লিপ্ত হয়েছে। আমাদেরকে এ ব্যাপারে সতর্ক থাকতে হবে। মির্জা ফখরুল ইসলাম আলমগীর সাহেব গতকাল বক্তব্য রেখেছেন, দেখলাম, বলেছেন যে দেশে সরকার আছে কিনা বোঝা যাচ্ছে না। একদিকে বলছেন সরকার দপন নিপীড়ন চালাচ্ছে এবং একদলীয় ব্যবস্থার মতো করে দেশ চালাচ্ছে, আবার অন্যদিকে বলছেন দেশে সরকার আছে কিনা অনুভব করতে পারছেন না। এতে তার স্ববিরোধী বক্তব্য এবং অসংলগ্ন বক্তব্য এটি তার বক্তব্যের মাধ্যমে উঠে এসছে। তিনি কেন এই ধরনের অসংলগ্ন বক্তব্য রাখছেন, এটি আমি বিএনপিকে অনুরোধ জানাবো যে এটি একটু পরীক্ষা নিরীক্ষা করে দেখার জন্য আপনাদের মহাসচিব ইদানিং কেন অসংলগ্ন বক্তব্য রাখছেন।
Janatar Prottasha President and Awami League leader M.A. Karim presided over the function. Bangabandhu Sanskriti Jot General Secretary Arun Sarkar Rana moderated. Awami League leaders Balaram Poddar, Akram Hussain and Minhazuddin Mintu, Bangabandhu Gobeshona Porishad President Goni Mia Babul and Central President of Amra Mukti Joddha Shantan Humayun Kabir also spoke. The first phase work of the Matarbari Deep Sea Port in Mohishkhali of Cox's Bazar has set off. The port will cost 17,777 crore taka. Insiders say the deep sea port will open fresh doors of economic possibilities centering Dhaka, Chattogram and Cox's Bazar. The Chattogram port is the lifeline of Bangladesh's economy, so it has to increase its capacity to cope with time. Accordingly, the first phase work at the Matarbari Deep Sea Port, alongside the Botinga Container Terminal and Bay Terminal, has been started. Japan is giving Dhaka 12,892 crore and 76 lakh for the project, while the government is providing 2,671 crore and 15 lakh taka. The rest 2,213 crore and 24 lakh taka will come from the Chattogram Port authorities. Initially, the port will have two terminals. Rear Admiral S.M. Abul Kalam Azad, chairman of the Chattogram Port Authority, said ships with 8 to 10,000 containers would be able to anchor at the Matarbari port. In addition, ships carrying 80,000 tons of goods will also be able to anchor at the port. The latest Japanese technology will be introduced at the Matarbari Deep Sea Port. President of the Jatiyo Shromik League freedom fighter Fazlul Haq Muntu has been laid to eternal rest at Raya Bazar Mukti Joddha graveyard in Dhaka this evening. Earlier, the namaz-e-janaza of Mukti Joddha Fazlul Haq Muntu was held at Baitul Mukarram National Mosque today. People from all walks of life, including leaders of Central Shromik League, took part in the janaza. Then, the body of Fazlul Haq Muntu was brought to Raya Bazar graveyard. On behalf of the Awami League, Office Secretary Barrister Biplab Borua, along with leaders of Shromik League, paid tributes by placing flowers at the dead body of late Fazlul Haq Muntu at Raya Bazar graveyard premises. Then the General Secretary of Shetchashevok League, Afzalur Rahman Babu, Krishok League President Shomir Chandra, and leaders of different socio-cultural organizations also paid tributes by placing floral wreaths on the coffin of late Shromik League leader Fazlul Haq Muntu there. President of Jatiyo Shromik League Fazlul Haq Muntu died this morning while undergoing treatment at a hospital in Dhaka at the age of 71. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has expressed deep shock and grief at the death of Fazlul Haq Muntu. She also conveyed her heartfelt sympathy to the members of the bereaved family. Besides, Awami League advisory member and spokesman of the 14-party alliance, Amir Hussain Amu, Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir, Presidium member Sheikh Fazlul Karim Salim, Muhammad Farooq Khan and Shahjahan Khan, Joint General Secretary and Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood, and other members of the Cabinet have also expressed deep shock and sorrow at the death of Shromik League leader Fazlul Haq Muntu. 3 separate dua mahfils were held in memory of late Sheikh Razia Nasir, the aunt of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and mother of Parliament members Sheikh Helaluddin and Sheikh Jewel at Tungipara of Gopalganj, Bagirhat and Khulna today. Tungipara Upazila Awami League organized a dua mahfil at the Mosque of Bangabandhu Memorial Complex after Jummah prayers today. Local Awami League leaders and workers attended the dua mahfil. Similar dua mahfil was held seeking mercy and blessings from the Almighty Allah for the salvation of the departed soul of late Sheikh Razia Nasir at Bagirhat Court Mosque today. Deputy Commissioner, high government officials and leaders and workers of local Awami League and its associate organizations attended the Dua Mehfil. Besides, Khulna District Awami League also organized Dua Mehfil in remembrance of late Sheikh Razia Nasir today. Khulna City Corporation Mayor Talukdar Abdul Khalik and leaders of local Awami League and its front organizations took part. The attending speakers in their speeches highlighted the great role rendered by late Sheikh Razia Nasir in Greater Khulna's politics with gratitude. 17 COVID-19 patients died in the country in the last 24 hours, increasing the death toll from the pandemic to 6,322. The recovery count rose to 3,58,431 after another 1,709 recovered during the period. A press release of the Directorate General of Health Services published this. Most European countries reintroduced tight restrictions to stem the spread of the disease as a second wave of the pandemic gathered pace in October. So far, Europe has seen 1,050,92,685 confirmed infections and 3,44,588 deaths attributed to the coronavirus, with only the Americas reporting higher region-wide figures, according to WHO data. Meanwhile, COVID-19 global death toll crosses 13,69,000 as 10,771 people died yesterday globally. More than 5,74,37,000 infected globally, and more than 3,98,88,000 people have recovered so far. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has toured a Jewish settlement in the Israeli-occupied West Bank, the first such visit by a top U.S. official. The trip to Plasagot came a year after Mr. Pompeo said the settlements did not contradict international law, reversing a long-held U.S. position. The declaration outraged Palestinians who oppose settlements on land they claim for a future independent state. United States President-elect Joe Biden has officially been declared the winner in the state of Georgia, flipping the historical Republican voting state for the Democratic Party for the first time in decades. The Associated Press news agency said late Thursday that Biden had secured Georgia's 16 electoral college votes, stretching his lead to 306 electoral college votes compared to U.S. President Donald Trump's 232. The news agency declared Biden the winner of the tightly contested U.S. presidential elections on November the 7th, after the former U.S. Vice President won key states Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, but the state of Georgia had been too close to call. Now some sports news. The International Cricket Council, ICC, has announced that the next Women's T20 World Cup will be held in February 2023 in South Africa instead of November 2022, as was earlier scheduled. The decision has been taken to avoid a clutter of big-ticket events in 2022 and manage players' workload. In August this year, the ICC had postponed the 50 overs Women's World Cup slated in New Zealand from 2021 to 2022 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And women's T20 cricket is also set to make its debut in the 2022 Birmingham Commonwealth Games. The ICC said the decision was taken keeping in mind the workload of the players and are also considering long-term interest of women's cricket. And now to wind up, here once again are the headlines. Take coordinated global action against widespread use of antibiotics, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Full structure of Podda Bridge to be visible before Victory Day. 91% work of main structure completed so far. Awami League accepts proper criticism in a positive way, as criticism helps rectify party in power, says Obaidul Qadir. Plot against state began as country making progress under leadership of Sheikh Hasina. Reason behind BNP Secretary General's contradictory statement needed to be identified, says Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Forced surrender as RAB raids militant hideout in Shirazganj. Arms and bomb-making materials recovered. And in Europe, one person dies every 17 seconds in corona. Worldwide deaths in 24 hours cross 10,000. That's it from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you.